all the girls. I know there's somebody who loves me. Somebody who really loves me.
Hey guys, what's good? It's the Co here, and you're welcome. You are welcome to another YouTube video. I'm so happy to have you here. You are welcome. Okay, so from the title of this video, you guys can see today we have a makeup tutorial. So today's makeup tutorial is a very simple one, simple day-to-day makeup look. So this is something that you can wear when you're going out, when you're going to work, when you're going to school, when you're going for a meeting. Just something very easy and simple. Not too much makeup, everything is just clean and flawless. And I made this video very beginner friendly because I know a lot of people are still having problems with their makeup. Okay, that's why my brows don't look very defined. I'm not wearing lashes. The eyeshadow is very simple. The lips, the skin, I made everything very beginner friendly. As time goes by, we are going to do a more in-depth tutorial for a more glam look. Okay, but for now, this is what we have, and make sure you enjoy the tutorial, learn something, make sure you practice. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, you're welcome back to the video. Let's get glammed. Okay, I always start my makeup with a wet wipe. It's very important that you always clean your face before your makeup. Okay, you need to have a clean base. A clean base equals a clean makeup. If your skin is not clean, it can affect the overall look of your makeup. That pasta was busting, you guys. I was so hungry. I was matching my cup to my shirt. Yeah, I'm starting with a setting spray, or should I say an hydrating spray. This is a very cheap one. I used very affordable products in this video. So you want to start by spraying your face just to wake your skin up. Then you go in with a flat brush. This is just to blend in that spray into my face, just to make sure that your face is not wet before the next product. Always make sure that every product dries down before you move on to the next item. Good. Now I'm using sunscreen. This is a bit controversial. A lot of people use moisturizers, but I believe if you're going out in the daytime, I always use sunscreen under my makeup. You just need to find the perfect one that works for you, because sunscreen is not meant to be under your makeup. Okay, you want to make sure you blend that in properly. Just imagine that this is a moisturizer. I was watching a movie in this part and I was getting pissed. I always focus the moisturizer or the sunscreen in my under eye, because that area needs to be well moisturized. A lot of products tend to stay in your under eye, so you need that part to be very well moisturized. Okay, voiceover is not easy, you guys. It's not easy. So I'm just making sure that I'm blending it in. You can see that it's blending in with my face now. Now you want to go in with a face primer. Now you want to use a primer depending on your skin type. Okay, I have combination skin, which means my skin is both dry and oily at the same time. So I'm focusing this primer. This is a mattifying primer. It soaks away oil and stops my face from sweating. I'm applying the mattifying primer to the areas of my face where I would normally sweat: my forehead, my nose, my chin, above my lips. Those are the areas where oil would naturally come out on my face. I'm using the beauty sponge to blend it in because it makes it easier. And I'm just going to make sure that, you know, everything is blending in properly. Apply a bit of lip gloss. You guys, I saw something that shocked me in this part. I could not believe it. What keys? Who keys there? Moving on. Now I'm making sure that everything has dried in properly. Make sure it has dried. I'm using this foundation. It's a Nigerian brand, and this is my actual shade. You just need very little. You don't need a lot of foundation. I apply it on my face first, starting from my neck area, or basically should I say my chin area. Hey, you get the point. So I use this flat top brush and I press the foundation into my skin. I don't drag it, I don't swipe it, I press it in. That's the best way that you can get the best coverage and the best use out of that foundation. Okay, so I just did it to one side. Now I'm gonna go over to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna apply a bit of that foundation. You can see that you can barely even see it. Now I'm using the beauty sponge again to take away any excess foundation. Moving on to concealer, you want to highlight your face with a concealer or foundation that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone. That's what I'm doing. These are the areas that you are going to be highlighting: under your eyes, the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and your forehead, just as I've done it in this video. Those are the areas that you are going to be highlighting. So the purpose of highlight is to bring back light to your face. The areas where light would naturally hit your face, you are just bringing back light. You are enhancing the light. I'm going back in with the setting spray again to make the blending easier. Going back with my foundation brush to tone down that color a little bit. And I really like this brush because it blends products for me so well. You can use a beauty sponge or you can use a different brush for this part. I just prefer to use my foundation brush. I'm pressing in that concealer into my skin. I'm not dragging, I'm not swiping. Okay, I'm just pressing it, blending everything, making sure that it is sinking into my skin. You don't want to see any demarcation between the foundation and the concealer. Everything must marry each other. Okay, then you want to look up so that you can get into those corners of your eyes. For this part, you can use a smaller brush so that you can get into those corners of your under eye, because you are trying to cover up the dark circles. I also go over my eyes because this is an everyday look. When I'm doing a more glam look, I don't go over my eyes at all. So I'm using that concealer to also conceal my eyes. Can you see how that part just looks well covered? So this is like a tip for you to also save time while doing your makeup. I just go back in with the brush, make sure that everything is well blended. You don't want to see any line, okay? Everything needs to marry each other. Great. Go back in with the beauty sponge again to just further blend. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Now I'm using this brush. It's like a domed shaped brush, dipping into my pressed powder palette, 1 shade lighter than me. I'm using it to set that under eye. Now you want to set all the areas that you have highlighted. Okay, anywhere you apply cream in makeup, you have to apply powder. That's the rule. My forehead, my under eye, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin. As you guys can see, I'm just setting everywhere that I applied the concealer. Now I'm using my powder brush, going in with that shade of powder. I'm mixing those two to set my skin. For this part, you want to press the powder. I say powder. You want to press the powder into your skin the same way you did that foundation. Don't drag it, don't swipe it, just gently and lightly press it in. And for makeup, you don't need to pack on a lot. Start small and build as you go. So you want to start, and if it's not enough, you can now add a little bit more. Now I'm doing blush. I'm using those 2 shades from my classic blush palette. This is the area where you need to apply blush on your face, the high point of your face. Now I'm usually very heavy-handed with my blush, but I'm going very light-handed today because not everyone is a fan of blush, and I'm also doing this for the sake of my beginners. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going back in with that blush. You can see how the blush just adds a bit of warmth to your face, brings back color. Now I'm using those 2 shades over my eyes. Okay, I'm starting with a darker brown. I'm just putting that dark brown all over my eyes. This is very simple. You can use any powder that you have. Just make sure that it's dark so that it can show up on your face. This can literally serve as a smoky eye. You can leave it like that, or you can decide to just, add something on top of it. So I just applied that powder all over my eyes. No drama. This is what it looks like. You can decide to stop here, but if you want to take it up a little bit more, you now take that lighter shade of powder, you now apply it on your eyes, just like I'm doing now. Can you see the effect that it gives. It just gives this look like you have something really dramatic going on your eyes, whereas it's just 2 shades of powder. This is so easy. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You can use your eyeshadow palette, you can use your powder. You don't have to use the exact thing I'm using in the video. You can just work with what you have. That's the whole purpose of this video. Can you guys see what it looks like? So simple, so cute. Going in with mascara now. I think every girl should own a mascara. Since you don't want to wear lashes, you can just apply mascara on your real lashes. This will really help to make them pop and make the look even. I believe it's important for every lady to own a piece of mascara. It just helps you to elevate the look. Looks like, oh my god, you guys, I stained. So what I did was I just went over it a little bit when it was dried. I went over it with concealer and I set it with powder. Simple. Now with my eyeliner, this is the easiest way to draw your eyeliner. Just watch. You want to start with a single line, okay? Then you want to connect the middle of that line to the top of your eyes. As simple as that. Then you want to fill it in. Don't start from the tip of the eyeliner. Make sure you are starting from the middle. That's how you get that sharp wing. Then you just go over the rest of your eyes. Literally, that's how you get your eyeliner. I'm still going to make a more detailed video on eyeliner because I know a lot of people still struggle with it. So I will do that. If you guys want, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to do the other eye so you guys can see. So you start with a single line like so. Then you connect the middle of that single line to the top of your eyes. Not from the tip of the eyeliner, from the middle. That's how you get that sharp wing liner. Then for the rest of your eyes. As simple as that. I hope you got it. Now I'm using that same liquid liner to line my under eye. You can see that I'm being very careful so that you don't stain or tear up. Yeah, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You want to go very lightly and being very light-handed, okay? You can take breaks as well. You don't have to do it at once like I'm doing it. So little by little. Good. Now I'm using this brown pencil. This is a very random brow pencil. I'm using it to fill in my brows. I'm not doing anything too crazy for the brows. I'm just adding hair strokes to the parts that I don't have hair on my brows. Then I'm going to take a small brush. Oh, okay, I'm still filling it in here. I'm going to take a small brush here, using that same concealer that I used for my under eye to just define the bottom of the brow. Nothing too crazy, just to make it sharper and make it stand out even more. I'm doing the same thing for the other side. If you guys want another brow tutorial, please let me know. Can you guys see? Now I'm going in with a small brush to blend that concealer. You don't want it to just stand there because it will be too obvious. So I'm just blending it into that powder. Exactly. Going back in with that same brow pencil that we used, I'm using it to line my lips, okay? You want to follow the natural shape of your actual lips so that, it can give this pout. Look at this pout look, okay? Now I'm using that same concealer as my lip stain. You can use your foundation, you can use your concealer, you can use a nude lipstick. I just use concealer because I know that not everyone has a nude lipstick. That's why I'm using concealer. And you can see, who is going to know? Nobody is going to know, okay? Use what you have to get what you want. Now I'm using this clear gloss. You can use any clear gloss that you have, just going over my lips. And clear gloss just makes everything better, honestly. Look at how the lips look popping. Going back in with the powder brush, you just blend everything. You want to make sure that there are no lines, no demarcation. Everything looks flawless. Going back in with the setting spray now to melt the makeup and take away any powdery look. The whole point is just to make it more skin-like. I'm fanning it to make sure everything dries down. I'm going to go back in with my beauty sponge now to press that setting spray into my face. Then I'm going to you guys, this beauty, Then I'm gonna wear my accessories, just my earrings, and there are 2 different earrings, by the way, in case you guys noticed that. And yeah, that's it. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the final look. What did you guys think? I really like this look. It's very easy to do and it fits right into your daily routine. This should take about 30 minutes. I have this very simple eyes, the eyeliner, the mascara, foundation, concealer, face powder, blush, lipstick. That's all. Even for the lipstick, you guys know I use concealer for that. I look very clean. I look very fresh. I like it. I like it. Let me know what you think about this look in the comment section. And you know what to do, guys. Don't leave this video without subscribing, okay? I'm not gonna beg you. Yeah, I'm not gonna beg you. So click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, okay? And also, you can share this video with someone that needs it. You have that friend of yours that always does this makeup and you cannot complain about it. Send this video to her, send this video to him. Let them watch this video and learn, okay? Let's go to the outro. Thank you. I love you. Until the next one.
Yes, me up in the motivation now. Give me life.